Hello everyone, Watch21 here and welcome to part 2 of the home network series that I've got going on. Last one was a long time ago, I understand that, buying a load of stuff and obviously with lockdown being a bit difficult. But anyway, a little bit of a confession, this is the second time I've done this recording. First time, all the audio was turned off. So I've already done some of the work, but you'll see that in a minute at the end of this new intro. So a couple of things that I bought. At the bottom there, just open up the cupboard. You can see that it's a surge protector device. You'll see a bit further on, a bit closer of it. In fact, I may even do an overlay of the original intro that I've done as well. So yeah, there's a surge protector there that's got basically it's an earth indicator on the top there, surge protector, and it's a power indicator. So it'll help the devices if lightning strikes or whatever, the devices won't get destroyed, so that should help. Eventually I'm going to get a power surge protector at the bottom, what is it, UPS, uninterrupted power supply, so I'm going to be getting one of them eventually. As you can see at the top there, we've already pre-wired them. I have 10 of these 0.5 millimeter patch panel cables. You'll see me wiring all that lot up. Although I'm going to be removing most of them in a minute because I installed one of these, which is a brush panel. And while I was installing them, I asked you lot if I should buy a second one, use the second one. So I'm going to be, you'll see me at the end of the video. Well, for me it'd be in a minute, but for you, you'll see last week in a minute. Yeah, so like I said, the patch panels, they will come off, the switch will come down, that'll be going in. You'll be seeing that a bit later on. I've also got a Raspberry Pi. This is one of the original ones. I've had this for ages. This is actually the second one. One is already in there. What I've done is behind the brush plate, I've got a Raspberry Pi, and I've also got a Philips Hue bridge in there as well. I've bought loads of stuff that I'm not actually going to do in this video, such as exterior conduit, all the sorts of bits and bobs. I was going to drill through, but today I burnt a bit out. Just trying to put, in fact I burnt 2 bits out, trying to put shelving up on that particular wall. And that was only going in about 2 or 3 mil, never mind the entire way. So I need a bigger, powerful drill to even think about wiring the house. So there's going to be no wiring today, unfortunately. I have bought some 32 millimeter back boxes. This is a double one. I've also bought single ones as well. I've got also one four-way plug adapter. So Ethernet, Cat 6 Ethernet. So that'll be going on one of these, the 4-way, and then on the singles I've got a 1-way. The plan was to basically put one in single, bring it into here for the flow in, and then take 4 back into the living room. That was the plan. Whether or not I'm going to do it is another story. This is something I've been waiting on for a long time. I ordered it like, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. But in here is 2, in fact they're very much wrapped up. I should probably unwrap this beforehand. 2 4TB Iron Wolf drives. And the reason I bought these, so I'll just get them out. So there we go, 4TB Iron Wolf drives. There's 2 of them in that box. So the reason being is I got this bad boy. Finally managed to get one. Synology, if it was the right way up, it'll help. Synology RS816 NAS drive. That'll be going in a minute for me, towards the end of the video for you. So this is 4-bay drive. Can put, I believe, 8 terabytes per drive in there. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I'm putting 2 4TB drives for now because I can RAID 2 together using the Synology RAID. And so yeah, bought this used on eBay, but it still cost me 300 quid. Bit cheaper than the 500 quid it is new, but ouch, a lot of money. That was another reason as to why this video is taking so long. So there we go. There's a quick intro for you. let's get back into last week for me, but yeah, and we'll follow on from there. Sorry about the complaining in any second, but I was a bit annoyed last week when I found out that the mic wasn't turned on. I am a numpty. I have just realised everything you've watched up until now was with the microphone turned off. So you've probably just heard a load of voiceover, and I do apologise. But now my microphone is actually working. That normally goes under all my testing before I do anything. But let's actually try and find a bit. I am so annoyed with myself right now. I could go back and re-record everything, but I've already been here for way too long as it is. So, right then, so if you haven't caught this by now, hopefully my voiceover will explain everything correctly. New NAS, there was a couple of loose screws in there, which I have now sorted out and put back together. I've got various bits and bobs which will be going into here. So that includes a new shelf. As I was just saying in the last clip, I'll probably cut that out now and replace it. I was in a predicament with the Synology NAS. It comes that far forward, which will mean I'll need to remove this shelf. But luckily enough, the shelf that I bought will fit on there. So let's remove this. I still annoyed myself with that. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. Well, we'll see what the audio is. Maybe it did pick something up and maybe I can boost it like it's no tomorrow. So that means I'm probably going to end up cutting a load out. Right then, so that is them out. Let's put in some new ears in the bottom. I'm looking at the ones that are currently there. I'm hoping they're going to be okay. They look a little bit crushed to me, but hopefully they'll be fine. I'll screw these couple in. Well, I'll place them in, should I say, not screw them in. And would you believe it? I don't have any more. I've got 3 more for the next shelf down, but I don't have any more to fit the Synology NAS. Never mind. So we're going to be fitting this for now. And that is that. Yes, we only have 3. That's a bit unusual, to say the least. Right, so let's get these 3 in then. I will order some more, probably on eBay or something. So that can go in there. It keeps banging my door over there if you can hear it knocking. Place this one by here. I'm going to place this one on the top. I think that'll probably get more support. And then when we order the new ones to fit in here, and this is any loose on the bottom, no it's not. Right, let's get the brush panel in. Let's put this to Titan mode. At least I can get this in for the end of today, and we can figure out the patch panel, the patch cables and stuff. So let me screw this in and we'll be back once it's all in. Right, I've just realised I've just done all that and I still haven't moved this forward. Luckily, it shouldn't be too heavy. Alright, let's get my head in here. Right, so we'll cut once I've done this. Shelf out, it's quite easy actually, it's just nut and bolt. So yeah, the camera don't. It's basically just a nut and bolt, so I just loosened them up and then did the rest by hand. Apart from the back left one, for some reason wouldn't loosen by hand right away. Right, let's get these unscrewed. we'll figure out what on earth I'm doing then. Right, there we go. That is the top one off. I'm trying to keep it at the same level. I can raise and lower this if I really wanted to, but I'm going to keep it the same. So let's get one in this side. Well, I'll get biting this side, should I say. We've still got to finally loosen the top right one, because it's loose at the moment. It's just not fully out. Oops, sorry about the noise. So we'll do the same thing on this side, and then we'll tighten the whole thing up. Right, so that is them. Just bit. They're not tight at all. They're tight going in. They're really tight, especially this top one. Oh, and this one is. Oh, there we go. That one's straight in. Right, so I don't know if you just seen that. I just had a time limit reached one, but as you can see, I've now got my electric screwdriver. Basically, I did them all by hand, apart from this top left one here. I literally could not get it in. Got a screwdriver, literally within 2 seconds. I should have just done this from the start. Right then, so that's the brush panel on, that's the rails moved forward. Let's get the switch back in. Remember, there's only 3 this time. I need to get a 4th one, which will be fitted before the end of this video, because I'll be ordering them some point tonight, or at some point I'll be I'm gonna look through eBay and Amazon, try and find the best deal I can, you know, so like the quantity versus price sort of thing. So yeah, this video's worked out really well. You know, really excited for this video and to get this up and running. First of all, forgot to turn my mic on. Hence the bit that you've already watched. And then I go and bloody, yeah, I don't have everything I need to do it at the moment, but yeah, it's great. Right, there we go. So there is the Cat6 pass-through patch panel. I've got obviously the switch, and now got a brush panel to put all the patch cables in and tidy them up. So I think now is the best bet to do now would be to obviously plug this in, but to get around the back so we can start putting all this lot in. I could, and saying that, I could put, no I can't. I was going to say I could put the shelf in, but I need those bits to put the shelf in. So yeah, I'll probably end up putting the rack and the shelf just sat at the bottom for now, just keep things safe. I can't even put in this. I could potentially use it, but at the end of the day it's only this I've got at the moment, so it's only going to be for a couple of days. Now if you remember from the first video, it's quite easy getting the back, just got these 2 at the side, so squeeze them in, falls forwards and then lifts up. So there we are, we're in the back. The IEC cable, which now is conveniently not conveniently, doesn't have enough length, but we need to get up in there. And in fact, you guys can actually see most of that from here. So what I'm going to do, line in first so we don't forget it, can go in the very, very left slot. So I know, so that would be like port 26, I think it is, or 24, something like that. Go around the front, probably on the bottom, you'll see it in a minute. So there we go, that's that in there. I need to unplug the IEC so we can actually put that in. There we go, that's that plugged in by there. And now, it's just a matter of figuring out what is what. So this one is my main computer, which was on the top left.
So that one can go straight into port number 1, as I always like to have that one in port number 1. There we go. I do have my Philips Hue bridge here. I would put it inside, but I'm not 100% sure if it would even work. Like, I would just literally, I would just like plonk it out there, out the way. I don't know. I may test that. I'll stick on the bottom because that will probably, I may even end up living there. I'm definitely going to buy another shelf. Go buy another shelf. Stuff like the Raspberry Pi, that, and everything else can go on the shelf. And for now, those couple of cables. So this one will be port number 3. I like to have this one on 3 so I know what it is. Do have a because port number 2 will be my PlayStation. Sorry about my foot being in the way there. The only problem is this power cable. I may end up, I know I said I wouldn't use it, but why not? Why not just rest this on the bottom? So I'm talking about the surge protector here, PDU, power distribution unit, in other words. So I'm just untying the twist ties. Sorry about the bang. That can go through the bottom. I did earlier on, I did actually get a magnetic screw tray for this lot, but I didn't actually use it. So it's, yeah, my mistake, but oh well. So this slot can go in the bottom like so. I am now going to have to pull the IEC cable all the way out so I can actually plug it into the bottom of this. That can go, I think I'm going to end up putting this way around. So the back will be on the back, so then I can do everything from the front and it'll be a lot easier. As you can tell, I haven't moved the rail for the back rail yet. I'm not too sure if I actually need to do that just this second. I also need to find another kettle lead for the Synology NAS. So, right, let's start unplugging this stuff. I'll be back once it's all unplugged. Yes, I know at the moment it looks awful. What I've done at the moment is that shelf I bought for the NAS is upside down. So the PDU can go on the front. We'll swing it around, we'll have a look at it in a minute. And then everything is now inside. So I actually had 3 stuff in here that's powered. Obviously I've kept the IEC for the NAS out. So that'll be a 4th thing once it is done. The Ethernets that I currently plug in are in. So I've got 1, 3, 4, and then obviously the very end one for the input. So 1 is my main PC, 3 is the Raspberry Pi, and 4 is a Philips Hue. Obviously more will be going in there in the future, and that'll probably end up all moving around. Main PC, the PlayStation is just literally not long enough at the moment, so I need to make a new lead for that. Right, let's swing around, we'll have a look around the front. So for the first time in a while, front door is actually closed, able to be closed. But for now, let's actually get in here. We're going to have to find the patch leads, which are right by here. So what the plan now, from this bit at least, I'll do one on camera with you guys, and then we'll fly through. So obviously, sorry about all the rustling noise, the small 0.5 meters patch cables. I may buy some more because this is, I think this is only 10 of them. So port 24 by here, into port 24 by there, and then what the hope is I can tuck it all in here nice and neatly, or as neatly as I can, to be something like that. Right, so let's I'll do the other couple there for what I've already got.
and I'll fly through that. Right, so all 10 of them are there. That took a little longer than I thought. I'm kind of debating at the moment now though. So as you can see, I put all 10 of them in just for the sake of putting all 10 of them in. So I've got 6 this side and 4 over this side. But as you can see, going in there and back out there, I'm really debating whether or not to buy a second brush panel now and bring this down another one. So the ones coming out of the patch panel can go in here and then back out of another brush panel below it and plug in here. I'm wondering if that would look neater. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know if I'll be doing that in this video, but now I'm seeing it, I'm thinking that might actually look better in the long run. I may end up getting some other colours patch cables, as I said, but there we go. For now, that's about as far as I can go. We're basically now waiting on the drives for this. Yes, I have ordered some drives, brand new Seagate 4TB drives. You'll see them now in hopefully the next clip. I obviously now need to order some more of these. I'm just debating whether or not to order another patch panel, another brush panel, because I think that may look better, because I'll bring that down to there, so that'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more slots. That's obviously using up 1, so that'll be 7 more slots. So yeah, it's not like I don't have the room for it. Eventually, I plan on. I'm really toying with playing with Apple. Getting like a server, Apple server, a mini server, whatever you call them. I've never played with Apple at all in my life. But I watch a lot of It's My Natural Colour, Tom. Great YouTuber. I think I mentioned him on the first one. He does a lot of it as well, and from what I can gather, it's quite good. So I'm going to leave this for today. You're now going to have another clip straight after this. So for me, it's the end of today. For you, it will be going over. But for now, I'll just see what I've done today. So brush panel's gone in, patch panels. The wires, the Ethernet cables have gone into the back of the patch panel properly for once. Then the switch. I've got the surge protector ready to go. It's currently working, just sat up by the shelf at the moment because to make it safe. All of them are up and everything. The plug is moved over there. In fact, let's turn it all on. Alright, so the plug's in. Moment of truth. Let's turn the surge protector on. Lights are on. Don't know how well you can see that. I'll get a close up in a minute. Let's just get this IEC lead out of the way. And so we have the earth indicator on, surge protector light on, and the power indicator all on. And switch is powering up. Obviously now I've got in fact that's going to be a good question, the Philips Hue and my Raspberry Pi. I'm using an Amazon brick at the moment. It's only USB power, but they are sat on top of this, obviously behind. Looks a bit neat. The cables are a mess. Yes, I know, the cables are a mess. I don't know where my zip ties are. I've got Velcro zip ties, otherwise I'll just end up using twist ties, but yeah, I do have proper zip ties here somewhere. Right in, so this skip a few days for me and you will see me in a second. So what I've decided to do is put the plugs about halfway up, so around about here, and these these have got like little like grooves for the central point. So you put one of these. I'm not 100% sure what these nuts are actually called. If any of you guys know, let me know. So if I just get them out. So I'll put one of these halfway up at the back. So use that for a marker. Like, in fact, it best go at the back. Because I'm also going to face them forward. Actually, no, I'll face it backwards. Because I can gain access to it from the back. So this whole unit will have to turn around any second. So let me get these in. So, right, you can already see the bit of rat's nest of cables I've got here. I'm hoping towards the end of this, it will be all nice and tidy. But, as you can see, this power cable is a bit tight at the moment, but that's because I've got turned around this way. Once I've got it in the other way, it should be okay. So what I'm going to do is finger tighten these. I am using the little bit of plastic that it actually come with these new black bolts. I forgot to tell you, I bought these as well on eBay. I should have told you that in the intro, but I didn't have them to hand at the time and completely forgot, to be honest. But yeah, so I bought these. It was only a couple of quid for 25. But it was like £4 for 25 of them. So that's what I bought. And they're black, which I quite liked. Although they're not going to match completely the ones that's already at the front, I'm undecided at the moment what to do about the front ones. But let me get this all screwed in with my electric screwdriver and we'll be right back. Right, that's all them all screwed in. Bit of a mess of cables, like I said earlier on. But let's, for now, re-plug in as best I can all these devices. So that is for the switch. We've got it's an Amazon Cube, but it's the only USB one I could find. That is for the Raspberry Pi. That Raspberry Pi is running my Disco bot at the moment. I do have a Disco server if you're interested in joining. Philips Hue bridge. Let's plug that one in here. And I do also have my Tender Nova mesh network, and conveniently, I don't know if you can see it, let's have a look, let's just go up, there's two holes actually in the case here, so let's just poke that one through, in fact the other way. So I'm going to conveniently take advantage of that hole to get the cable out and plug it into the mesh, like so. Mesh can go on top. Bring the camera back down to normal level and then plug that into there. It's a mess of cables, I know. I'm going to come back at the end off camera, tidy it all up, but for now, outside out of mind. So I'll come back now when we get around to the front. Now to undo all the work that I did on the last couple of segments, or last week for me, but going to take this out. I'll do that off camera in a sec. Unplug all these, and then I'm going to put in a new one of these new brush panel, plug that back below it, and then we'll be back and I'll show you the progress then. Well, there we go. We're now wouldn't you agree with me that looks a lot better? I kind of like how these, if I can just get a second one, kind of like sit on top of each other going through. The other one's a bit squiff, whereas they are all sort of individual. I don't know, what do you think? Which one looks better? Obviously got them. I may get some cable combs. You can actually buy some combs as well to put them all in. I just realised I didn't put the 6th one in there, aka this one. So I'll do that, and then we will get the shelf on the bottom. I'm going to put this shelf that we've seen earlier on the bottom, ready for the NAS, and then I can finally get that set up. That is one thing that I have been wanting for many years, and as you can imagine, I'm so happy to actually have that now. And I may have to go the other side to pull this through, unless I can pull it through that way. So we'll come back in a minute. There we go, all 6 of them plugged in. Right then, let's get the shelf up. It's going to make a hell of a noise, I think. Let's get the shelf installed. I am thinking, I'm debating actually, because I eventually want to get a UPS at the bottom, but I'm not too sure how far up, how many that's going to be. And if I was to put this straight there, like halfway up, would it support it for now? Or, what I might do is, just to be safe, I'll put it one U up, so the second U up, there we go, I'll put it by there. And that way then I got easy access to it. Right in, that's the shelf in, one U up. Let's get Synology NAS in, like so, slide that in. There we go, my plan went to work. I think I said earlier on in the video, obviously it was about a week ago for me, that I was looking for a kettle lead, but literally right next to me all along was this 90 degrees kettle lead. It was for the system, it was on top of this. Obviously I'm no longer using that, so let's just use this to power it up like so. So that can go in there, plug can go in the back, and now all I now need to find is an Ethernet cable for this. So we'll slide the NAS in like so. Happy days, there we are. Right, and while we're here, I might as well put in these two drives. So let's get these two drives out, and I'll plonk them both in there, and we'll come back once they are in. Right, there's a problem I didn't think I was going to expect. None of my drive screws would allow me to to put this in. Yeah, that's a little annoying. So standard drive screws on the bottom, and they just will not screw in and slide in, as you can see. So, I literally don't know what to do right now. Okay, I was just panicking then. I hit the power switch, nothing happened for a good sort of like 10-20 seconds. It's all powered up now, just all the fans just started spinning. The light there is now flashing, you can just see it on the camera, I see. Yeah, that was a bit of a panic. So, right, we got network light now flashing there, network 1, that's all I've plugged in at the moment. I will get network 2 up and running in a second. And we got an orange status light. Let's give you a better angle at this a second. Yeah, sorry, I'm going handheld here. So you can see, so we've got the orange status light there on the right. Network is flashing like crazy, power is on. So I'm assuming now all I've got to do is go to the computer and find this NAS, and we'll see what's what from there. But yeah, for now I've put the bags at the bottom there, just so I know where they are. Right, here we go. We are on the Synology desktop, as you can see here. I've called it Scaro. What I did was I took 2 screws from the top of the NAS tray box itself and put them 1 per drive, so they're held in place. Exactly the same screws. I will be buying some more on eBay, I believe it was. Let me just find it a second. Yes, here it is. So on eBay, they are basically 346 with £1.48 posted for a pack of 20, as you can see. But I've also found on Amazon, in fact I was looking at something else, but basically a pack of 100 screws. I'll try and find them now. So as you can see, Packard 100, which look pretty much identical, and further on down, people are saying that great for hard drives and all that lot. But Packard 100 for £5.49, so I may end up getting them. You guys will probably know better than I do. Let me know if these are the right ones. But yeah, let's just go back to Synology here. So what I've got to do is I've got to create a new pool. It took me a while to figure this out. I actually had to find a video, but up here, the main menu, you got the storage manager there. I was trying to work out where it was, but here we go, storage manager. As you can see here, 2 untested drives, 2 available slots. But I want to go into volume. There are no volumes. I need to create a new volume. I'm going to be using SHR, so I'm going to go quick rather than custom. And then we've got the description, which is optional. Doesn't really matter to me. I've only got 2 drives, so I'm going to go SHR. If I had 4 drives, you can go SHR2, and you'd have 2 fail drives basically. I'm going to click next. There is the 2 drives there, 4 terabyte or 3.64 terabytes, you can see there. So next, it's just saying, you know, anything will be erased. There's nothing on this, it's fine. Click OK. And then we got drive 1, drive 2, about 3.63. Basically what it does is it uses setting drive up as you know, a fail-safe drive. If you put an extra one in, it would be, you know, 2 lots of drives and then 1 fail-safe. Always go 1 fail-safe. There's actually a website we can calculate all this. I'll try and find it and put it in the description for you. So we go apply. That's for all Synology drives, by the way. Mike from Mike's Unboxing showed it. Thank you, Mike, again for that. So I'll put that in the video description. You can basically add them all in, and it's like the biggest of you. If you've got 2 6 terabytes and 1 4, one of those 6 terabytes will be used as the fail-safe, for example. So there we go, we're creating the pool. This is probably going to take a very long time. I'm not going to be sat here waiting for all that lot to happen. As you can see at the bottom right, the CPU's bumped up to 60% now actually. It keeps going up, so it's actually doing something. So as you can see there, creating file. And there we go. So parity check is starting. Probably going to take a long time, so I'm just going to let this run overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow and see how it's doing. I've got work tomorrow, so when I get home, so we'll see how it's doing then. Right, so as you can tell by the change of clothing, again, this is a completely another day. I'll be honest, the last clip for me was about 2 weeks ago maybe, so yeah, since then I've been having a little bit of a nightmare. Not entirely sure what I'm going to add to the previous clip because I'm not too sure, but the hard drives, I had to pinch a couple of screws from the top case to mount them in so they'll fit properly. I've had no problem with that at all, and I need to buy some new screws. I found some official Synology ones, like a pack of I don't know, 20 of them for like £5, £6, something like that. But I've also found some other screws which look identical, a pack of 100 of them. There's been comments on it from QNAP people and everything saying that they work brilliant for them and for the same money on Amazon. I'll link them both in the description below. I want your feedback, people who may know this stuff better than I do, because like I said, this is my very first NAS. What do you think? Do you think it'll work? If so, I'll get that one, and then I've got loads of spares for future, because I'm going to need some for the other hard drives as well when I get them. Right, so the reason why this clip is taking so long is I've had a little bit of a nightmare. I installed Photo Station on here so I can use my phone to upload photos and view photos and all that lot. And after a short period of time, I realised I could do the same thing with another app called DS File. So I basically got rid of the Photo Station on the phone, but the NAS is still playing up. Basically, every time I was trying to upload a bunch of files, Photo Stations was doing something in the background, and it was just eating all the CPU power up, so it was running extremely slow. Thank you to Don on Discord. He basically pointed out that that was what was causing it. Uninstalled it. it's run flawlessly since. Absolutely amazing. I've also got Plex running on there. I've only got like 1 or 2 films up on there. But the problem I found with Plex on here is because the CPU power is so low, it can't do the transcoding or something on the system, and it then offloads it to what you're watching it on. One of the devices I try and watch it on is a Fire Stick. Not powerful enough to do it. So this is where my new idea has come in. I bought a Mac Mini, 2007. I bought it purely to play with. It's not going to be added in this video. That might be added in the next one, but my idea now is to run Plex on there so that can deal with everything, and then pull files from the NAS over to play wherever the hell I'm wanting it to play. That's going to be something I'm going to have to learn. That'll be a long way away. So yeah, here we are now. The only other change that I've done off camera is I've added my Tadu internet bridge in here. It's behind there, so that now means that every single plug, power socket, is now populated with something. One of these devices is now populated with a plug. So if I'm going to add any more devices, which obviously in the Mac Mini I am, I'm now going to have to buy another one of those power strips. I was expecting that anyway. I was totally prepared, so that might be added on the next one. As for my system now, you know, my tendon over bridge is back here. What do they call them? Mesh network system. I've been on problems with it for the last couple of months, so I think that's going to be having to be updated. My one idea was to get professional Cisco ones, second-hand ones off eBay, mount them on the ceiling to run wires. May do that. I may get another mesh network system. You guys let me know, so that's something else for you to let me know. What you think I should do, and any other ideas that you think I should do with this. Obviously I'm going to have to run wires around the house now. I've got to this stage now, and one thing I'm waiting on is moving my phone socket into basically where this is going to be, so the router as well can be added into this, so it'll all be one contained system. At the moment it's in the hallway, and it's a bit of a nightmare. I'm running extension leads all over the place. I've literally got an extension lead from the hallway into the living room. That was already there when I moved in. That's where the router is, and then from there I've got Ethernet cables running over to here. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare at the moment, so I'm going to have to rerun everything. But anyway, enough of all the jibber jabber. Let me know what you think of the video. I know it's been extremely long. I've got about 8 hours worth of footage I'm going to have to compress all the way down. I've got it down to about 40 minutes at the moment, so I don't know what's going to be once I've added the last couple of clips and this one in. Hopefully it's going to be less than an hour. Thank you very much if you have watched it all. I do apologise for the length of this video, but this sort of thing, I expect to watch long videos when I watch this sort of thing, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and give me some feedback. Literally everything I've done throughout the video. I know it's not really been a lot. I'm going to buy another shelf for the Mac. That's probably going to be to you, and any other thing I do. But yeah, I'm jibber-jabbering again. Thank you all for watching. Thank you everyone to my Patreon supporters. You can find them up there. Normally I do it behind you, but my head's there. You can find a list of them. I think it's only Skystalker at the moment, but thank you very much. You've probably paid for 1 or 2 things, probably all the cables. So thank you. You've paid for all my cables. Yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao for now, everyone.